Let's go. So buggy, dude. I have a pine cone if you want, Elias. This is hella bug, dude. I'm trying to grab the freaking meat and it's like all bugged. It's like freaking flying in the air. It's going crazy. Somebody's shooting arrows at me? What the fuck? Is there a better bow you can craft? Where can you find fine wood? Too hard. Birch tree's too hard? What the hell? Oh. But I have, oh. Alright, how do I get bronze? I got a pickaxe, I can probably mine some stuff. Alright, perfect. Alright, where you at? Yeah. I was just trying to decide what to replace because my inventory slots are full. There we go. Added coal. So, how do I? Ooh. Doesn't have like an inventory thing. The smelter. I see. Can't pick it up, dude. Yeah. Maybe one of you guys can pick it up? Elias, you want to try picking it up? Yeah, no rush because it's still doing its thing. Oh, never mind. You don't have to come anymore. Yeah. Well, that's going. Let's look at some videos.
So today, guys, we're looking at 50 tips and tricks in the Valheim game. These should help you out no matter what level you're at, but in particular, if you're new, they'll be very useful. If you want more videos like this and more Valheim videos in general, please do consider liking and subscribing for more. You can open your inventory and crafting area by pressing tab. Down here, you can start off by crafting things, and one of the best things to craft early game will be the hammer, as this will open up many more crafting recipes, as we shall see in a minute. Also on tab, you have the Valheim Compendium. This will show you your current active effects, and also you can scroll through all of your previous Fusion tips to see what advice you've got if you need a reminder. This menu also has the area to show you your skills and your current trophies, as well as toggling PvP if you are playing on a server. Pressing M will open up the map and make it bigger. You can scroll in and out to zoom in and out of the map, and when you get to a certain area, you are able to double click to set a waypoint. You can then left click this again to cross it out, and right click if you want to delete it. If it is crossed out and you want to uncross it, simply left click again. On the right hand side here, you'll see you have different icons that you can use to set here, and you can select one of those by left clicking. Once you have your icon and you've placed it, you can also type in a name if you want to make a named icon, just like this. It can be an idea to scroll way out on your map, as you will find some icons and things as you go through the game that you perhaps haven't explored yet. So this is in an unexplored area, but I know where I have to head if I want to get to the Elder. When in game, you can also use the middle mouse wheel to scroll in and out of your view to be zoomed in or out for a different viewpoint. You can press Ctrl plus F3 to get rid of the heads up display, and you can still scroll in and out at this point, and then use F12 to get screenshots that you're not in if you so wish. When you're out and about, you can select your hammer and right click to open up a menu and make yourself up a campfire. As long as you have some stone and wood on you, then left click to place it. If you go near to the campfire and you press X to sit down, you can rest on the go without needing to have a bed. Of course, you may need a shelter if it's raining, because the campfire can be put out by rain. When exploring, it's a good idea to have weapons and armor on you. You can equip those with your hotkeys. We can press 3 and 5 to equip there our shield and also our spear. Now, when you're walking around, what you might want to do is press R. This will put this behind you so that you can run around a little bit faster and lose a bit less stamina. Then, if you encounter an enemy, simply hit R again to quickly wield these weapons. When you get to water, you can swim, but as you see here, if you run out of stamina and are still swimming, you will start to take damage. So you definitely want to be careful about swimming, particularly out in the open, as it could eventually kill you. Before you have an axe, you can punch these trees here to break them up and get wood. You just punch them using your fists, but it must be these very small trees, obviously not any of the bigger trees. This will give you your starting wood requirements before you make your axe. So once you have your axe, you will be able to chop down trees by going up to the tree and left clicking it. As you see here, they do fall. Now be very careful, because if the trees fall on you, you will take damage. Once it falls, you'll have this, and sometimes it gets stuck on other trees like this, other times it will be on the floor. Simply then start chopping this up, and you'll chop this log into pieces and eventually down into wood, and you'll get a lot more wood than you will of course get from the saplings. Again, be careful, as these logs here roll around, you can take damage and it could even kill you, so be careful when you are chopping down trees. When you're exploring, you will come across deer. In order to get them, you want to hit control to sneak and come up from behind them with your weapon wielded. You can get pretty close from them doing it this way, and you want to be pretty close before you attack so as not to scoop them, scare them I should say, scoop them, don't know what that was. And then when you attack them, obviously they'll die and you'll get the goodies from them. One of the drops that you will get from killing deer are the deer trophy. You will need 2 of these in order to spawn in the first boss. Feel free to kill as many deer and boar as you find around your map and around your base. They will keep respawning, so you don't need to worry about saving them later for farming. You can make a hoe, and whilst holding it, right click to open up this menu where you can create path, raised ground, or even level ground. Leveling ground is useful, as you will be able to place floor on it, which you'll need to do in order to make your house. In order to sleep, your bed needs to be under cover and also near a fireplace. In order to do this, you can either do what I've done here, where the fire is placed on the dirt. Fire cannot be placed on floor, so I placed it on dirt outside of the house and then made this structure here around it. Be sure to do the roof like I've done here. As you can see there, it is letting smoke out. If you don't do that, your cabin will fill with smoke and you'll inhale that and your character will take damage. However, a cheat way to do this early game is to make a fireplace just here like you see. My bed is just behind this wall right here. Once this fireplace is lit, the bed will see that it is near enough to your fireplace and allow you to sleep. However, if it rains, this fire will be doused. Whilst holding your hammer, you can right click and see a whole host of things here that you are able to craft, and if you go up to items that have been left outside, you can left click to repair them. These items, when left outside, will take damage in the rain and will need to be repaired, otherwise they could be destroyed. One thing you can do when you have 50 wood and you're holding your hammer is to right click and select a wood stack, which is what you see I have here. This means you're able to stack up your wood, and then when you need it, you simply, whilst holding the hammer, middle mouse click to pick all the wood back up, and you'll have 50 more wood in your inventory. I had those 31 already. This is a better way of storing wood than taking up space in your chests. Your workbench and forge must be placed under cover, as you see here with the roof, and also have some walls around them before they are able to be used. Once you have that done, you can go up to a workbench and press E and repair all of your tools and items and all that sort of stuff for free. You simply just keep left clicking this stuff until that is no longer there, and it will repair all of your things for you. This is free to do and should be done as often as possible. When in your inventory or in a chest, what you can do is shift and left click to select any number you like out of the stack. If you don't want the full stack and want just a specific amount, you'll then pick that up and you can put them in here. You can again shift click here like this and just take a couple back and put them back in like that if you want to. Once you have a bow, you will see there are a range of different arrows you can use. We have fire arrows here and flint head arrows. In order to select which arrows your bow is going to shoot, you can simply right click and they will then turn blue. This means that I'm now about to shoot a fire arrow. Chests are a great way of storing items. However, if we try to make a chest here and place it on top of another chest, you'll see it simply won't let us. So one way around that is to go into the building section and get this little 1x1 wood floor thing here and place that just above the chest. Then we can right click back to furniture, get the chest and place it on top of the other one just like that. If you use the hammer to destroy this bit of wood in between, you'll see the chest actually stays in place. So you can stack the chest neatly like this and still access them both, even though there is nothing between them. In order to cook food, you will need to make up a cooking station and place it above a fire pit. Once you do that, you can of course get your food and place it on there to cook. So you can grab some of your meat here just like this, go up, and you'll see here we can press E to cook the item. Now what the item will do, it'll actually go through 2 stages. First of all, it will cook and you'll get cooked meat from it. If you leave it, it will actually be a way of getting some charcoal. So we're going to see all that just now. So as you see there's a bit of a graphic, a bit of a noise and a change, and we can simply look at that now and press E to pick up a cooked, there we go, pick up a cooked bit of food and add that to our meat that we have on us. Now this one right here is also cooked, but we're just going to leave it and you'll see the next stage it goes through. So there we go, that little change right there, and we've accidentally overcooked it, we've burnt it, and we need to get a bit away. You see there it said about us breathing in the smoke. So now in our inventory we have picked up a coal, so we've got a lump of coal there. The coal is used in the smelter. I have a video all about the mining guide if you're interested on my channel. On me right now, I am holding a spear. This is quite a useful weapon because as well as a melee attack when you're up close to enemies like that, another thing you can do if you use the middle mouse button is throw it at an enemy and kill it that way. This of course gives you two different options of attack with the spear. I'm currently holding the Stag Breaker hammer, and this is a very powerful weapon that you can make in the early game. Pretty OP for an early game weapon, but it also has another use, as I'll show you when we get to a structure. So when you get to structures throughout your game, you can use this hammer to hit at these structures, and it will take a few hits. I'd already done some damage before, but then what you'll actually do is be able to pick up wood from these, so it can be a way of getting wood early game. If you're unhappy with your world seed but you feel like you've done a lot of work and you've got skills and items you don't want to lose, not to fear, simply load up your inventory with all the things that you want and log out. Once you've done this, you can start a new world with the same character, and all of the skills and items will be kept. So if we go start a new game here, we go start, we'll go new, and we'll just go for a seed of new because I haven't done that one before. Oh, new. Oh, right, it has to be whatever up here. Hit done and start this world. I'll wait for this to spawn up, and then I'll show you that I have all of my items and skills. So here I am. I've literally just spawned in this new world. You can see from the map I haven't done anything yet at all, and yet in my inventory here I have all that stuff that I left with, and on my skills, all my skills are what they were on that previous world. Once you have a pickaxe, you can easily find buried treasure and bones. When you find a stone arrangement like this in the shape of a ship, you simply dig it out, and as you can see down here, I left the chest in place. There was treasure inside this before, and as you're digging it, you'll find skeletal remains, which once picked up will give you some bone fragments. A cart is a very useful thing to make throughout the game because you can store a lot more in it than you can carry yourself, and you can simply pick it up and wheel it around to go off and do your mining or wood chopping, and just take a whole load of extra resources with you. Once you're at the stage where you have a charcoal kiln and also a smelter, one little tip is to put things in them before you go to sleep at night time. If I put a load of wood in there and a load of resources in here to be smelted up and then go to sleep, when I wake up, time will have passed and all those resources will be waiting out the front for me in the morning. Make sure to be wearing as much good armor as possible and taking as many weapons and a shield and all that sort of stuff with you before you go exploring, particularly if you can do a Black Forest. You will need to do a lot of Black Forest exploring in the early game, and those places can be very dangerous. You do not want to die there. So speaking of Black Forest, here we are in one, and here are a few things you can find, starting off with carrot seeds, which look like this, and you can press E to pick them up. You see there you get a few seeds from each carrot that you will find, and you can use these seeds later on to farm them for food, either for yourself or to use to breed boars. Another thing you can find in Black Forest are pine trees. These are definitely worth cutting down, as pine wood is useful and will unlock some new recipes. Copper and tin will also be found in Black Forest biomes. As you can see, this is a big deposit of copper right here. When you see this, you'll need a pickaxe to hit away at to go ahead and get the copper. Tin will be found down near the water, just like this. So here we are near the water, and there is a tin deposit. Again, you can use your pickaxe on that to harvest it. Tin will always be found near water in the Black Forest biome. You'll also find these burial chambers inside of a Black Forest, and you can go inside them, not around that way, around this way, and enter into them by pressing E. I actually need to get out of here a second because those things are going to attack me. But inside those burial chambers, you'll find a lot of mobs, so do be careful. There's going to be a lot of things there trying to kill you, gear up, eat up, all that sort of stuff. But that is where you'll also get your Surtling cores and some loot from. You can get things like rubies and gold and stuff like that in those as well. When you're out exploring, you'll often be trying to find your way between one or more different icons, and they are obviously on your map, and the mini-map is in the top right corner of the screen. You'll see here by using the comma and full stop buttons, you can zoom in and out of the map so that you can enable yourself to see those icons more easily if they are a bit further away. Stamina is very important when you're trying to fight things. If you run out of stamina, you won't be able to attack and defend yourself. Once you have a forge, you'll be able to use that to make a lot of things, and one of those things is a cultivator, as you see right here. Now you need bronze for this, and you'll also need core wood. Core wood you get from those pine trees I showed you in the Black Forest biome. So with your cultivator wielded, you can right click and do all kinds of things, from making grass where you've previously got rid of it, to making it cultivated land that just looks like farmland, and then you can also plant things on the cultivated land. So if we go here, you'll see, for example, we could place a carrot seed just down there like that. If we come over here, we cannot place a carrot seed on this bit of the land here that hasn't been cultivated. It needs to be in the cultivated area. Once you have some deer hide on you, you can, using your hammer, right click, go into the furniture area and make up a deer rug. You will need 4 hide to do this. As you can see here, I've placed one on my floor. The purpose of this is to add to the comfort level of your settlement. It's always good to have a bow and arrows on you when you're exploring, and it's also always good to explore little settlements you come across when you're out and about. But one thing in particular that can be useful is that right there, which is a beehive. So I'm just going to run in here so you can get a better look at that's how the hive looks. Normally I wouldn't get this close because bees can start to sting you, And there we go, I'm getting stung, so we're going to run away just a little bit here. But beehives are super useful, so what we can do with our bow and arrow is shoot at the beehive until it is destroyed. So once you've destroyed the beehive, you want to give it a second and wait for the bees to dissipate, but then you can go and get some drops from them, including honey, which is a good early game food source. But every now and again you'll also get yourself a queen bee. Now once you do get yourself a queen bee, using your hammer you will unlock the recipe for a beehive, as you see here. So you need one queen bee, as you see there, and you need to be near a workbench and you need some wood. Now this is super useful because it does mean you can make the beehives like I've got up here, and they will produce honey for you. Up to 4 honey can be stored in a beehive, and at that point you'll need to extract it before any more is made. But honey is a very useful early game resource, so it's definitely worth taking your time to collect queen bees and honey when you're out exploring. When using your workbench to craft a shield, on the right hand side you can click the style button and choose for it to have a different style if you want to make it look a little bit jazzy. In the same way that you repair all of the things you make with the workbench using the workbench, you can also use the forge to repair things you make using the forge, such as our cultivator. So if I click that, our cultivator is now healed up. Again, this doesn't cost anything and should be done as often as possible. Once you have coal, you can use this along with some wood by right clicking with your hammer wielded and going to furniture and selecting sign to place down a sign. You'll see one side has 3 dots on it and one doesn't. The side with 3 dots on it is the side where you can put the text. So we can left click there to put that in. Then if we're near the sign and press E, we can write whatever we want on it and enter that in. And there you go. You can also edit the sign by being near pressing E and changing the text to whatever else you might want it to say. The final tip I have for you guys is to subscribe to my channel if you want more Valheim videos. I will be doing lots of tutorials, lots of gameplays, and I'll also be streaming it live on my Twitch. So today, guys, we're looking at 50 tips and tricks. So today we're going to talk about 50 more tips and tricks in Valheim. If you think there's any that I've left out and they also weren't in my other 50 tips video, let us know down in the comments. Greylings will not attack you when you are holding a torch. They will run away and they will still try to throw stones at you, so you do still need to be careful, but they will not come up and attempt to melee you, so this can be a way to keep them off your back when exploring a black forest. Greylings also dislike fire, so if you place down a fireplace and stand near that, they're not going to come and attack you. Again, they will still go away and throw rocks at you, so you do still need to be careful, but this is just something that is worth mentioning. It's more efficient to chop trees that are near each other, as when they fall they will crash into each other, doing a lot of damage, and oftentimes you can even break them to the point of being just wood, but without even chopping them from the logs down into the finer bits of wood, just by the other trees falling on them. You can instantly transfer items between chests and your inventory by simply holding down Control and left clicking. Whilst there, you can also shift and click to select a desired number of any given item to withdraw, and you can do the same when putting it back in, of course, as well. You can save on portal materials by having just one portal at your base that you simply rename to other portals that you have out in the world. So for example, this one is connected to an area right now. I can change this to a different area that I have and wait a few seconds. Do make sure you wait a good few seconds before going through this portal, as a couple of times when I've changed the name and walked through instantly, it's taken me to the old location, at which point that portal no longer comes back here because it's not named and connected. But right now, when I go through, I will be fine. And here is the proof. This is my BF for Black Forest portal, and it is connected. As you can see, I could walk back through to get back home. Whilst out exploring, when you find a troll, you might not want to just attack it or even just run away from it, but actually get it to try to attack you. If I stand near this troll and let it have a go at hitting me and then get out of the way just in time, so be a bit quicker than I was there, it will attack the resources around you, so you can get it to attack the trees, for example, and there you go, you see it's chopping down trees for me. This will also work if we can get it near a vein of copper. So as you can see here, I'm near a little bit of a copper deposit, and so if I let the troll just smash away at this, it will do some damage. Now it can be a little bit annoying when you've got the grey dwarfs and things nearby as well, so you do need to be a bit careful with this because you don't want to die, but if you can get this right, then the troll will get these resources for you, and it's a way of getting them earlier in the game than you could get them if you had to wait until you had the right pickaxe. And there we go, guys, there is now copper here on the floor which I could pick up if I wanted to, and so that is a way of getting copper before you are strictly able to in the game. Don't be afraid to fight trolls, guys. With just a simple bow and arrows, you can shoot away at them and just keep a distance from them. Anytime they get near you and start to attack, you can simply run away. Their attacks are very slow, so early game, definitely do not be afraid to take these trolls on. They do drop coins, which are useful for the trader to buy all the things that you might want, like fishing rods or the belt that allows you to have extra inventory space. And also you'll get troll armor from them, and that's really useful as an early game armor. It's a very strong armor and also allows you to keep moving very quickly with it. And there we go, the troll has now been killed. And if you want a full guide on how to kill the troll using just a basic bow and a few arrows, there will be a video link in the pinned comments. Incidentally, whilst you're trying to shoot a bow, if you have the bow ready to be shot like this and you change your mind, simply right click and it will save you shooting the arrow. When playing multiplayer, you can open up your map by pressing M, and you can ping your location by middle mouse clicking. What this will do is send out your location to all of your friends if you're trying to get them to a location. This will save you a lot of time when trying to get your friends over to where you are. When out exploring, if you find yourself and make a workbench, what this will do is allow you to go up to the structure, and by using your hammer you can middle click all this stuff to take it down. This will give you a lot of wood, particularly early game. You see here we also have a beehive. Well, if we take down all of the stuff around the beehive, unfortunately this one is next to a tree, but if it was just on the wood, like a lot of them are just on the wood of the house, the beehive at this point will fall down. When you do this, you are guaranteed to get a queen bee. However, if you find yourself in a situation like this where it's not coming down or it's stuck on a tree, the best thing to do is use a bow to shoot at it. This is because if you get too close, the bees can attack you. We see there that this has fallen down. From this we will get honey, and we'll also get a queen bee. Do be careful about going in to get it too quickly, as I did there, as you will take damage. But if I open my inventory right now, you can see there we have a queen bee, and we have also some honey that I was added to our pile. If you want a full tutorial on bees and a honey farm, that type of thing, there will be a video in the pinned comments. When making a farm, do build a fence around it. Not only does this look pretty cool, but it also prevents the graylings from getting in here and destroying your crops. You can press enter to bring up chat, and then you can do things like /thumbs up, for example, to do different emotes. And if you do that, there we go. And if you like this video, why not give me one of those right now? Whilst you can build log piles to store your wood, and they do look kind of cool, it is much more efficient to store your wood inside chests, because inside just a normal chest, you can have 10 stacks of 50 wood. Of course, that is a lot easier way of doing it than just having log piles around your base, as having 10 log piles would take up a lot of space. Incidentally, this is another little tip that you might want to do. Have a chest with wood in it next to your fireplace that's near your bed, if it is away from your storage area. To eat food, you can simply right click it in your inventory, and what you can do by doing this is right click more than one food to sort of queue it and eat both at the same time, and it's a much more efficient and faster way of doing it than simply pressing the keys on your hotbar. Plus it will save you a hotbar space, as you don't have to have any food on your hotbar if you would wish not to. You can take a cart onto a boat for extra storage space on your boat. Just be careful, it will take a bit of damage when you're getting it on. When you get to the other end and you want to get it off, just try and be somewhere near land so that you can sort of sprint and jump off with it. And again, it's probably going to take a bit of damage, so you do need to be careful. It's not a bad idea to give it a bit of a repair if you have a workbench nearby once you're off the cart, or off the boat I should say. You can open your inventory and right click armor in order to put it on, and by doing it this way you can actually queue it as well, so then your character will continue to put on everything until he's done. And of course guys, don't forget to put on your important Christmas hat. If you see stones in a formation like this, almost like the outline of a boat, that's because that's what they represent. Digging this area out with your pickaxe will give you a treasure chest somewhere underneath, and you'll also find bone fragments as well. You can place up to 6 cooking stands above a fireplace to be more efficient. Personally, I like to have 5 because a lot of the food stacks in groups of 20, so then I know that if I do 2 full things, then I have the full 20. You can look at a cooking stand and press E, of course, to put food on, but if you want to select something specifically, you'll see in my hotbar there I have fish. I can press number 4 whilst looking at it, and there we go. Now the fish has gone on instead of the raw meat. If early game you do not have enough certain cores to make the smelter and the charcoal kiln, just make the smelter, and instead of using the charcoal kiln to get charcoal, what you can do is cook food, and once it is cooked, which is that graphic right there showing cooked, you leave it on the fireplace, and in just a second you'll see this food is going to turn to charcoal. And there we go, the food just turned to charcoal, so I can now pick that up and added some coal to my inventory. As soon as you have a bow in the game, be sure to shoot any birds you see on your travels and get their feathers. Otherwise, later on in the game, you'll be wishing you had, as feathers are very important in the game for making up a lot of arrows, which you're going to need a lot of. When breeding boar, it's a good idea to sneak up to them in order to feed them, as this will spook them less. Also, it's a good idea to keep them away from fire. If you place a fireplace, they really do not like this, so be sure to keep them away from any fires in your base. When playing multiplayer, it can be an idea to open up your map and select visible to other players down in the bottom right. When you have this checked, it means other players will be able to see your location on the map. Once you have a fish hooked, reeling it in will take up some stamina. One thing you can do though is walk in closer to it in order to save yourself a little bit of this stamina. When creeping up on deer to hunt them, do take into consideration the wind direction shown in the mini-map on the top right of the screen in the lower left hand corner of that map. If you have the wind against you, as I do right now, you can get a lot closer to the deer a lot easier than if the wind is with you, as the wind will carry your scent towards the animal and alert it to your presence a lot further away. nearby. You can hide a chest under a workbench, as you see here, under a fireplace, as you see here, and under a tree stump, as you see here. If you want a tutorial on how to do these, there will be a video in the pinned comments. To get the location of the third boss bone mass, you need to find one of these runestones while exploring a crypt, which you'll find in a swamp. These crypts can be unlocked using a swamp key, which you get from killing the second boss. When building a farm, be sure not to build a roof over the top of it. The crops will need direct sunlight in order to grow. Each level of comfort that you add adds 1 minute to your rested buff. You can increase it with a variety of things, including things like the furniture that you see here. So things like rugs, banners, tables, chairs, all that sort of stuff can add to it. The maximum level is said to be level 17. Of course, you will also need to be in a sheltered area and have a fireplace nearby. When you stumble across these shipwrecked boats around the map, and you'll see quite a few of them, it's worth having a good look. Sometimes you can find treasure chests inside them, and also if you destroy them, which you can do with just a flint axe, we got a bronze axe right here, but flint would do fine, you can actually get some fine wood out of them as well. So this can be a way of getting yourself some fine wood before you would otherwise be able to do so. You can tame and breed wolves using raw meat. There's a full guide on this in the pinned comments. The wolves will then follow you around if you want them to, or you can get them to stay in an area. If they follow you around and something attacks you, they will protect you and they will attack aggressive mobs. If transporting wolves by boat, do be careful to stay away from sea serpents, as they will jump in after the sea serpent in order to try to attack it, and the serpent will then kill it. It's a good idea to make a road to and from your base of areas that you go often with your cart, as it will make the cart ride a lot smoother and prevent the cart from taking damage. In order to make a road, what you need to do is get your hoe and select path. So if we grab our hoe right here, right click, we can select pavement right here, and we can go off like this to make our roads. When traveling through a swamp biome, you can use your hoe to level the ground. This will prevent the water from being there, and then you will also not have to worry so much about the leeches. It'll also mean if you get into a bit of trouble, you've got a quicker and easier escape. If you're a little bit worried about a sea serpent, one thing you can do is use an abyssal harpoon. Take that with you, harpoon the sea serpent, drag it ashore, and then kill it easily ashore. If you want a full video guide on this, there will be one in my pinned comments. But essentially what you need to do is find a kraken, go and harvest the abyssal barnacles on the kraken, and use the chitin that you get from this to make the harpoon up. Early game, it can be a good idea to make a note if you see any raspberries in the wild, also mushrooms, thistles, and blueberries. All of these things will respawn. You can mark their locations on the map by opening up your map and double clicking. What this will do is ensure you've got an infinite supply of these foods, which later on in the game can actually be used together to make better foods for you. It's a good idea to practice parrying. Parrying is blocking just before your opponent hits you, like I did there, and you'll see how he gets stunned. This against the grayling is a good way of practicing, and it'll be useful when you're fighting some tougher opponents, because when you parry them, you don't only take less damage, but also you're going to do more damage to your stunned opponent, just like this. So there we go, we parried him, he's not back, give him a hit, and he's gone. It's also a good idea to train your blocking skill up early game. You see there I got some points for blocking this boar's attack. Blocking can be trained either with friends or with any mob in the game that is going to attack you. You just simply need to wait for it to get near you where it's going to attack, stand still, and then simply block its attack to get the skill up. The reason you want to practice this is because blocking is very OP in this game, and later on in the game it will help you a lot with taking like either none or hardly any damage against some pretty big hitting mobs. Be sure to make sure you repair your defenses and structures after you have been raided. This is because when you get your next raid, you don't want any weak points where whatever is raiding you can easily break this stuff down and enter your base. To prevent yourself freezing in a mountain biome, one thing you can do is make a trail of campfires. If you bring the resources with you, you can build them as you go. However, do be very careful. These biomes are incredibly treacherous. Also, if it starts to snow, these campfires will go out. So actually, I better get running. That was insane timing. So a better thing to do, guys, if you're going to be traveling through the mountain biome, is actually to make up one of these things right here. So this is frost resistance mead. So let's get back to our base and I'll show you guys how to make that. So to make a frost resistance mead, you will need to have a cauldron. If you don't know how to make that, you basically need some tin. I have a full metal guide in the video comments if you're interested. But if we go here to use the cauldron, you'll see we have a frost resistance mead right here, which requires thistles, which you get from a black forest, honey, which you get from bees, of course, the grey dwarf eyes from grey dwarf, and the blood bags, which you can get by killing leeches in swamps. Again, I have a video tutorial on how to explore swamps safely in the pinned comments. Once you have that, you need to ferment it in the fermenter right here, which needs to be undercover. You'll need to wait a few days, and then once that's done, you'll get a batch of 6 of these things, which each last for 10 minutes. So that will give you an hour in total of frost resistance. And when you're doing this sort of stuff with the cauldron, be careful not to set yourself on fire like I just did. Using your pickaxe to dig out a moat around your base isn't just a fantastic fantastic defense against any raids that you will get, but it will also give you a lot of stone, which is a resource that can be a little difficult to get. So I highly recommend that you consider doing this. Another benefit to it, as you can see here, you'll often trap deer inside and sometimes boar and things as well. So you can actually get a lot of kills easily of passive mobs as well. You can activate cheats in Valheim by pressing F5 to get into the console, then typing in "I'm a cheater" just like you see here and pressing enter. At this point, cheats will be set to true, and I'm just going to make sure I don't die by all the boar. So the cheats will only work on single player. You're not able to do these on servers. I'm not going to go into what all the cheats are that you can do. I'll let you discover these for yourself if you want to. Naughty, naughty. But I will put a link down in the video description to a website that tells you all of the cheats available in the game. So just a small one here, guys, but I recommend that you put a lot of thought into what you put in your hotbar. I would say get a good order and then keep it throughout the game, as then your muscle memory will get you to these items quicker when you need them. For example, you don't necessarily need to have food in your hotbar, seeing as you can eat it by right-clicking it from anywhere in your inventory. But this is true of just about everything. If I were to put the mace down here in my inventory, I can still be wielding it. It doesn't have to be in my hotbar. So do put some thought into this, and remember that numbers 1 to 4 when you're pressing WAS are the easiest to get to. When you're late game and you're doing a lot of combat, it can be good to just automatically know where 4 is without having to worry about it and hitting it on your keyboard if it's that item you need at that specific time. So do put some thought into this early on. Be sure to upgrade your tools and weapons. You'll see here I have an iron mace at level 3. To upgrade, you need to go to the relevant station, whether that's a forge or workbench, hit the upgrade button, and if I go on to say the bronze pickaxe here, it'll tell me the things I need. If I have those in my inventory, I'll be able to hit upgrade to upgrade. Now this will give you just better stats for your weapons and tools and that sort of thing, so I highly recommend that you do this to get the most out of your weapons and tools. And of course you can upgrade your armor as well. It's a good idea to build a storage system early on in this game, as you will have a lot of items and it's good to be organized. You can organize better by using signs, which can be made using wood and also coal. These signs obviously then can be written on, and you can press E to get into them and use them. If you want to have things on different lines like I've done, you can see you just leave a lot of space there in between the text. So for example here we've got fine and other wood, so I've just pressed fine, loads of space and then other, and it will automatically center for you. Also, if you want to place chests on top of each other, place the first chest, place a little bit of the 1x1 wooden floor above, place the chest on top. At that point you can destroy the wood in between if you want the aesthetic that I have here. When setting up your base, be sure to put a lot of thought into it. I highly recommend you're somewhere near water. You will need to do a lot of water exploration in this game, and also bringing materials back by boat, so have that nearby to your main base. Also, particularly early on, you're going to need to do a lot in Black Forest. I am near about 3 Black Forests, and I highly recommend that you're near them too. It's also not a terrible idea to be near a mountain biome, particularly if you want to get wolves back to your base easily, as it is difficult transporting them via the sea. You should also think about the type of base you want to build. If you have enough space in that area, how easy it is can be to flatten that area, making sure there's wood nearby, and anything else that's relevant to the way that you want to play the game. When breeding boar, it's a good idea to kill them regularly, as eventually once your pen is full of boar, there will not be enough space for new boars to breed. Incidentally, if you're out and about exploring and you see a boar that has a star or 2 next to its name, be sure to try to get that boar trapped and be part of your boar breeding program. The 1 and 2 star boars are so much better in terms of the drops that they will give you, and you will breed better boars once you have them in here. And a final bonus tip, guys, if you want to get better at Valheim, is to of course subscribe to this channel for lots more Valheim content. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped at least a little bit. If you want to share any tips that you have that I may have missed, let us know down in the comments. So there we go, guys. 2 videos I've done now with over 50 tips on Valheim in each of them. I wonder if I'll be able to get a 3rd done. I think I probably will, but after that I think we're going to struggle.
Alright, I made some bronze. Is it worth making fire arrows with the resin that I got? Oh, that's right. I was gonna make an axe, right? To be able to cut birch. And that's an iron axe I need. Alright, 8 more bronze. 4 more bronze. I need more tin and copper. Alright. Mining for tin and copper. For that, I just need to go into the woods, right? Tin and copper. What the fuck? It was just 1 a.m. the last time you said the time. Where, dude? Why can't you open the chest, dude? Which one, dude? You need me to grab something for you? Yeah. Oh shit. Stop, drop, and roll. Alright. Oh no, it doesn't. I see this one on the far right. Carrot seeds. I don't think that's you. I think it's bugged. Oh wait, I got the second to the left. Thistle, dandelion, fir cone, and beech seeds. I put another. Yeah. Yeah. I just put some more stuff in there. No, I put the fir cone. I put another fir cone and then a pine cone, I think, or something like that. And then I'm gonna put this thistle in there too. Bro, that just flew out into the sky. It's up in the sky right now. Where do you see it on the ground? Carrot soup. What's this? Alright, I'll wait to use it for when I need to. It's a lot of carrots over here, holy shit. You got the beehives. Well, we gotta extract the honey, dude. Where do you want me to put the honey? Oh, found it. Second to the right. What can you make with honey? Alright, I'm ready to fuck some shit up. Oh, I see it. Alright, I'm gonna go kill it. It's a blue troll, dude. Alright, catching him on fire. Holy crap, he's fast as hell. gonna have him break all these trees. If you get him close enough, he'll break the trees. Ooh, that actually hit me. This man's on fire, bro. He's still freaking 3/4 of his health. I'm over here fighting a troll. I feel like freaking Legolas right now, bro. Just jumping all over shit, freaking rolling and dodging and bobbing and weaving. Woo! Got him. Let's go. Alright, I got 5 troll hide. Is that good? 21 coins. Let's go. Good night. Well, that's sick. Deerhead Cape. Alright. Just gotta go kill some more trolls now. So every troll you kill is essentially 1 armor piece. Stole. So apparently these trophies are so that you can spawn bosses or something like that? Alright. I put my trophies in the trophies chest, the monster parts trophy chest. Oh, and then you can upgrade your troll leather stuff. Mine turns around too. How can I help here? Because the only way to build is on flat ground, right? It's like kind of finicky. Yeah, it's like the lighting keeps on messing it all up. Like, fuck some bitches up in the freaking forest. So annoying, dude. I hate that I can't see these guys hitting me. I'm improving my wood cutting by just hitting this freaking birch tree with my regular stone axe. Wanna help me kill this guy? I'm about to spawn this guy, Eikthyr. Yeah, the first boss. I haven't spawned him yet. I was just saying when, if you guys want. Is it better to hit him with melee weapons or with bow and arrow? first. I'm gonna wait till daytime.
Tricks in the Valheim game. These should help you out no matter what level you're at, but in particular if you're new, they'll be very useful. If you want more videos like this and more Valheim videos in general, please do consider liking and subscribing for more. You can open your inventory. So in today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about swamps and how you can find them in the first place, how you can explore them, what to expect when you're there, what to take with you, and how to get a base set up there. Now, there will be chapters to this video, so if any of the stuff that we start with here is a bit too basic and you already know it, then do skip along to the bit that is relevant to you. But I just tried to make this like a full guide from the very basics of what you need to know. Now, on that end as well, if there's anything you're a bit confused about, check out the pinned comment in this video, because I'm going to put there links to a load of helpful videos that will show you things along the way. So if there's anything you're not sure on, do check that out. But for now, let's jump into the swamp guide. Okay, so first up, we want to talk about how we're going to find a swamp and also what to take with us before we go adventuring out for a swamp. So if I press M, open up my map here, basically the islands kind of spawn in rings. You can see we've got this big ring-shaped map, and that's how the islands are going to spawn, right? So you've got like your inner ring, which is where you spawn, and that's like mostly meadows with a few black forests and stuff. To find swamps and things, you'll have to venture further afield. You have to sail out. Now, as I said, there are pinned videos, and 2 of them will show you how to sail and also how to deal with sea serpents along the way if you are worried about that. But what you'll do then is you'll find these swamps and these rings sort of around here. They'll be reasonably close, as you can see. Like, for example, here's our main island. We've got one just over here. We've got like a couple just over here. So they're not going to be too far, but you will need to venture out into the sea. And to that end, I highly recommend you make the carve. Doing this in a raft, guys, not only will it take ages, but you're probably going to die. Now, in terms of what you want to take with you, it kind of depends. There's 2 ways you can do this. One is to fully gear up and just go for everything, take all your best stuff, and you know, try to make it, right, and hope that you don't die along the way. However, I have like done this in the past and died and died and died and kept losing loads of good stuff, and it was very frustrating. So another way you may want to go is to just take the basic resources with you, get yourself set up, and then you can return using portals. So that brings me on to my next point, which is portals. Again, there's a video in the description linked in the pinned comments, I should say, if you want like a guide on how to use portals. But basically what you can do is, I've got here SW. Now that obviously stands for swamp. The reason I made it SW is in case I needed to set up very quickly when I get there. SW right next to each other, I can quickly enter that tag and teleport home if I'm in trouble. But what you want to do is set this portal up before you go, and at that point it will of course be unconnected. Then when you get to your swamp, you can make a portal and teleport back to your base to gear up and all that sort of stuff, and keep getting back to the swamp. Now that being said, of course the portal does require some materials like fine wood and certainly core, which early game can be a little bit difficult to get, so you want to like factor this in. How much of this stuff do you have? And if you don't want to risk losing that stuff, then another way you can go is to simply go onto your map, and when you find your swamp, put a bit of a left click in there, mark it out on the location, and then you can return later once you know the passage a little bit better. You might have noticed some safety points, like for example, there's an island here. If a sea serpent comes, I can get into. There's lots of shallow water here I can travel through. Again, that'll help me with sea serpent and that type of thing. So it really just depends on your comfortability with the game and how many resources and things you have. So you can make a decision on that, but I just wanted to sort of flag this up for you. So if you are just taking basic things, what I recommend is take some basic food, take your materials to obviously make the boat, because what you're going to do, of course, is like from your base wherever you're at, run to some water, make your workbench, make your boat, and then travel off. So make sure you have obviously all the materials that you need to do that. And take some basic weapons and armor as well, just to help you out if you get into a little bit of tricky situations. You're not going to like die instantly. It might just be enough for you to, you know, escape whatever's problems you encounter and hopefully save your life. Now, if you are going to go down the route of taking a portal, do make sure to take with you some wood and a hammer, and you're going to need to, when you get to the area, and I'll show you this later on, make some of these fences that you see here around your portal, just to keep it safe from anything attacking it and destroying the portal. Otherwise, it's all sort of a waste of time. So again, I'm going to show you that later. Just make sure you have a lot of wood on you in order to be able to do that. Also, I didn't say it here, but do of course make sure you take the materials with you to actually make the portal once you get there as well. So if you are going down this route of taking portals and gearing up, then of course you want to take, you know, the best food you can get, the best weapons, the best armor, all of that stuff with you. It's also, you might want to think about taking some basic tools with you, things like an axe and a hoe and that sort of thing. This is just to get your base set up, but you might need to just clear an area, level some land to get some things placed down, to then be able to go and you know, basically protect your portal and build that area around it. Another thing to consider taking with you is a good bow with lots of arrows. This is going to be one of the best ways to fight the sea serpent, and also if there are any mobs on the shore of the swamp that start sort of attacking you as you get closer, it might just give you the ability there to stay in your boat and take a few of those down before you land safely. Now, in terms of like armor and weapons and stuff, a couple of things to say. First of all, I recommend that you prioritize your shield. Get the best shield that you can make. If you're going to use materials on something, this is the thing to do. The reason being that by parrying enemies, by blocking with your shield, not only can you save yourself from taking a lot of damage, but you can basically stun them and then attack them, and at this point even a weaker weapon is still going to be a lot more useful to you than if you don't have a good shield and you're taking a lot of damage. Really the priority when you're doing this swamp thing is to just like limit the damage you're going to take as much as you possibly can. Now, at the moment our goal here is basically we're going to find the swamp and we're going to get ourselves set up in a swamp, but for that you still do want to take the arrows and the good bow and stuff like that, and the good shield for when you land. Also, obviously, make sure you do have some sort of melee weapon on you. And the final thing that you want to take with you as well in that regard is freaking one-shot me. Again, video in description to show you how to get this, but the harpoon is going to be a good defense against the sea serpent if you do run into one. Final thing I highly recommend before you go, guys, is to sleep like just before you go. So wait until it's nighttime, sleep, and then go first thing in the morning. The reason for that is everywhere in Valheim is more difficult at night. The swamp in particular is much more treacherous of an evening. It's harder to see the mobs. They sort of blend in more because they're darker colored mobs. You've also got things like the water that you might end up getting stuck in. You know, it's just a bit more difficult to see. And you can get wraiths and just some nasty mobs and things spawning at nighttime. So I highly recommend you want to sleep before you go. It'll also give you the visibility when you're on the ocean to see a bit further and spot the swamp from further away, which is just going to be useful all round. Okay, so you've headed out on your boat to the ocean and found yourself a swamp biome, which can be seen with these spiky trees. Now, right now, I am actually pretty close to this, and I recommend you don't get this close when you're first looking for the swamp swamp biome. I would say keep a very good distance from the swamp biome and just make a note of where exactly it is, and then start to just sail around a bit and see what else you can find. Now, ideally, what you're looking for is what you see just in front of us right now, which is a biome next to the swamp that is not a swamp, right? So this case is, of course, a black forest. Now, if it's a plains, that's not good at all. Do not try to set up your base in a plains. But if you can find a black forest or a meadows or something like that next to the swamp, then setting up your base there is a very good idea, as it will just be a lot safer for you. So the other thing to say on that is if you don't find a good swamp location, like I found one over here to the right of the map and I kept dying and stuff, it just wasn't happening, so I abandoned it and I started searching again. I then found one up here and then I found one down here before finally settling on this swamp location that we're actually looking at right now. Don't be afraid, guys, to go out there and find multiple swamps. If the first one you get to, for whatever reason, you know, maybe it's too small, maybe there's just an abundance of mobs there and you keep dying and losing your stuff, it can be very frustrating. Okay, I've lived through this myself. Don't be afraid to find multiple locations. You need to explore in this game anyway, so it's not a bad thing to do. But if you get lucky like this, then this is kind of the perfect situation, because you can then set up your base here in a much safer biome. So to that end, once you get onto the shore, you want to make a bit of an area just like you see here. These wooden spikes around your portal, you will of course need a workbench put down as well in order to build all this stuff in the first place and repair your boat and that sort of thing. Now this is like in place because we need to protect ourselves from any mobs in the area. So obviously we don't want them destroying our portal. But at that point, your goal really is to get that portal down and named as quickly as possible, and then you can, of course, go through it to go back to your base and come back anytime you need. So you can now come back to your base, take a bit of a breather, re-gear, and go again. Okay, so you've returned home. Now, the first thing to do is go ahead and just repair anything that's got broken along the way using your workbench and forge if necessary. Of course, this is just like good, obvious practice, but something you don't want to forget, and you may once you're in the moment of exploring the swamp. So once all that is done, what you want to do now is we're going to go and explore the swamp, right? We've got our portal set up there, so if we do die, we can get back very quickly. What you may want to do is, this is my portal to the swamp, so you may want to consider putting like a bit of a chest down here with some like basic gear and stuff, like secondary gear, like food and secondary armor and that sort of thing. So if you die, you can quickly just gear back up and go again, so that you can do it while it's still daytime. Otherwise, you might need to like wait, and it just might take a bit more time, because we are going to sleep again as soon as we can.
Right, I'm ready to fight this troll. Where you at, bitch? Give me some of that troll armor, homie. One-star troll, huh? that's what yeah. Oh my, how did he reach me? I was hella far from him. Fucking shit lag, dude. Fuck, dude. I had like a bunch of health too. He just one-shot me. I was doing no damage to him. I hate it when the doors don't open. Game can be pretty buggy, dude. What the heck? My God. About to break this door down, to be honest with you. Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Let me out. Dude, my character's so buff, and she's a chick, dude. She's got like big old muscles. I know, it's funny. It's just Lagatha, dude. She's just an animal. I love how like I can punch the door. And it's leveling up my my skill for unarmed fighting. There we go. Door open. Oh. Bro, the guy just freaking appeared right in front of me. Holy crap. freaking lag is so bad. Shot him right in the butt. He's got a hairy butthole, bro. Oh my god. Oh shoot. Like, oh my god, bro. I can't survive this. I can't survive the guy that just freaking shows up in front of me. I can't even see where he's at. It's not only that too, there's like a bunch of minions that show up out of nowhere. Portals on portals on portals. Dude, that dude's still hanging out there right by my dead body, bro. See if I can sneak around. Oh my god. He gave me the smoke. Bro, I thought the coast was clear. He was like 100 feet away. So I run in for my body. And he fucking just clobbers me, bro. Just shows up out of nowhere. Oh my god, this game's so fucking laggy slash bugged. I'm gonna need you guys to distract them, dude. Yeah, right here to the left of the shop, not the shop, the storage room, or whatever these are called. Yeah, the storage barn. He's just hanging out there. Now's my chance. Now's my chance. Oh. Oh, shit. Ah. Uh-oh. He's coming to our area. Fuck, dude. I'm trying to like steer him away from the place. He's chasing me though. Everywhere, bro. Oh my god, these little pieces of shit are throwing rocks at me. Leave me the hell alone, dude. I'm not the Jedi you seek. Died again due to something invisible. What the hell, bro? He's still back there, dude. Just kicking it, just taunting. Wanna take this guy out or what, son? Patrol? He's right over here. He's literally standing right by the freaking storage warehouse. What? Bro. Hold on, let me get some stuff out of my inventory. Hold on. Dude, he's in the ground right now, bro. He's not lagging for you? Oh my. Yeah. Oh no! Oh, he just showed up right next to me. Bro, what the fuck, dude? I don't even see him right next to me and I freaking die. So fucking annoying, dude. Just trying to get some troll armor, homie. Yeah, but how are you seeing him swinging, dude? I just, all of a sudden, I'm dead, bro. Woo! Got him. Pendejo. Got 10 height out of that guy. I had to use that carrot soup, bro. We got a troll trophy out of that guy. Oh dang. The bronze head arrows do damage. But I ain't there yet. Alright, put it in the troll head. There. An item prevents me from teleporting. You can't have what? And that's the only way to fight the guy, right? Ike Fear. Oh. I have a deer trophy. Alright, I'll give another one. Alright, I got two of them. Where's the... Is it this big stone right here? It's not this rune stone, is it? Right here? No, I haven't seen that. Is it over by where Jonathan's stuff is at? Over here? I don't know where the hell this place is at. Holy crap, there's like a purple thing here. Gray dwarf nest, homie. Oh, damn. Bro, I got these guys chasing me, bro. I feel like I'm in that one game, dude, Left 4 Dead back in the day. Ooh, that guy hurts. I better go back, dude, because this is crazy. There's way too many of these guys. Bro, these guys, you could just hit them with your torch and they catch on fire and they die. 4 wood. Oh shoot, I need to throw something out. Hey, leave me alone. London? I'm getting a bunch of core wood right now. Nobody's gonna use deer hide cape anymore, right? Huh? I can't afford nothing. I can buy a fishing bait. That's about it. Alright, I should probably head back now. Yeah. can upgrade the stag breaker. Yeah, I haven't been liking it very much because it takes so much of my stamina. Yeah. You know, I already have it at level 4. My stone axe is at 4. My crude bow's at 4. Hammer's at 3. Hoe's at 3. Leather helmet. Is it worth upgrading my leather stuff? Like my leather helmet, leather pants? Or no? Dude, I couldn't find that place, by the way. It looks just like a table, or what? Mm-hmm. And this place is a hot box, dude. Peace. So misty out here, dude. And the dock looks clean, man. Oh crap, there's like a whole town over here of zombies inside the houses. They're like trapped inside these houses. Our boat's pretty easy to ride. Can I borrow one? Went all the way around over there. Sick. Sick. How do you stop it? When you say down, oh, I see. And then the water went away over here. Got freaking beached. What the hell? Is there a way to like pull it? No, like pull it off the ground, like into the water. Oh, I see. If I run into it, it pushes it a little bit. That's crazy that there's tide here, dude. The F. Damn, I parked that beautifully. And then grinding, dude. Damn. Uh-oh. And then I got stuck, bro. What can I help you with? Are you looking for core wood or just any wood? What's your woodcutting skill at? a.m., dude. It's 5 a.m. Fuck this. Fuck this game. What am I doing? Woo. Oh my god. This is the grind though, bro. This just reminds me back of my Ark days, bro. I got way too hooked on games like this. I'm gonna go fight this piece of shit. Alright, I beat the guy. Too easy, dude. I'm confused. So I just got the trophy, and it says offer it to the sacrificial stones. But what stones? Yeah. 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 And then there's a second buff over here that's for faster wood cutting called the Elder. And you did that, you guys did that already too? Let's go. So then we need freaking snowman over here. Freaking Yeti. And then there's a dragon. And there's a skeleton king. That's crazy. So why is it making me do that if you guys already did that? I did pick up a couple of his stuff. Is the antler pickaxe worth? Like, is it better than the bronze?
Hello, Valheimers. I'm going to show you how to reveal your entire map, how to just see everything because you're a big fat cheater and you want to see everything now. I get it. All right, this is how you do it. Press F5 and then type in, I'm a cheater. All right. And then you're going to want to type in explore map. Boom. All right, now let's go to our map. There it is, baby. There's your whole map. Now you can look at everything that's on there. Oh my goodness, it's a big boy. Anyways, if this video helped you, please like it and don't subscribe to me. Baby, there's your whole map. Now explode. Hello, Valheimers. I'm going to show you how to reveal your entire map, how to just see everything because you're a big fat cheater and you want to see everything now. I get it. All right, this is how you do it. Press F5 and then type in, I'm a cheater. All right. And then you're going to want to type in explore map. Boom. All right, now let's go to our map. There it is, baby. There's your whole map. Now you can look at everything that's on there. Oh my goodness, it's a big boy. Anyways, if this video helped you, please like it and don't subscribe to me.
Hey guys, it's Michelle, and in this Valheim video, I'm going to be showing you where and how to find a 2-star wolf so that you can tame it. First off, I just want to mention that this method was developed by Tyrant and Twisted, so thank you guys very much for this method. I really appreciate it. So, let's go ahead and get started so that you can tame your very own super-powered wolf. First off, before we begin, I just want to mention to you that you should probably have yourself equipped. You are definitely going to need to have some good food on you because you're going to need to have a high health bar as well as a high stamina. You can do it with regular cooked food, but you probably are going to need some of the other brews. I'm just showing you a selection of food that I have in my inventory, and I'm obviously going to be eating the best. The other thing that's really important for you to understand is that you are going to need stacks of meat for this, as well as the wolf fur cape to help you against the cold in this biome, because you are going to go to the mountains to tame your wolf. Before you begin the process, you must have a house that is very close to the snow biome that you have chosen to tame your 2-star wolf. You are going to have to use this house or whatever house that you build on the edge of the snow biome. It does not have to be big, by the way, because you're just going to use this to breed in. So let me go ahead and show you inside. And this is it. It's very small, it's very basic, but this is where we are going to be breeding 2 wolves together. We're going to be breeding a no-star wolf and a 2-star wolf together inside here. This is enough space, by the way. And again, let me show you how close I am on the edge of the snow mountain biome. And here's where we're at. So once we have tamed the wolf, we're going to immediately run it to this house, and we are going to breed 2 wolves together. But in order for you to get yourself started, we actually have to tame a regular wolf first. In order for you guys to get a 2-star wolf tamed effectively, you actually have to tame a regular wolf first. But I'm going to show you very quickly how we make our traps. You take a pick, you go in the snow biome in a relatively flat place where the wolves normally spawn, and you start digging. And you keep digging until you make a little square. You need to make sure that it is deep enough so that the wolf cannot escape, but you also need to make sure that you yourself can get out because you're going to be jumping in this trap with it. That's a good size right there, so I'm also going to go ahead and mark this on my map. And there we go, I've marked it on the map. Once you have spotted your wolf, go ahead and go towards your pit. Jump inside of the trap, and then once the wolf is in, hop back out, and you will notice that it cannot escape. Go into your inventory and drop it raw meat. I like to drop my wolf a full stack of meat. Now, on the screen you will notice that I have an eye icon, and when you press Control and you sneak/crouch, you need to walk away from that wolf until it becomes a flat line, because it will not eat the food when it is aggroed onto you. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to walk away from the trap so that I do not have the aggro. Once I have lost the aggro, you will see that it becomes nothing, like it's just a reticle there. And if I crouch towards the wolf itself, you will see that there are these yellow hearts above the wolf. That means that it is currently taming. And all you have to do now at this point is wait. Like I said, you're going to need to be prepared, and you're going to need to have a lot of raw meat, because not only do you need to tame a regular wolf, but a 2-star wolf as well. I'm going to go ahead and let this tame up, and then once it has finally tamed, I need to put it in that house that I showed you at the very beginning of the video. It's very important that you do this step first. So for those of you who don't know how to tame a wolf, this is how you tame a wolf in a nutshell very quickly. Once you have tamed your regular wolf, you need to put it in that shack that I showed you at the very beginning. And again, this is where we are going to be breeding the wolves. This wolf is going to be extremely helpful. So you can see that the wolf is in this house and it is just chilling up in here. So now on to our 2-star wolf. For this video, I'm going to be joined up with Tyrant. Now, before we begin, we are going to be searching at night, and there's a reason for that. First off, you are more likely to find more wolves at night, as well as more star wolves at night, meaning that you're going to find more 1-star and 2-star wolves. During the day, it's really difficult for you to find the 2-star wolves. We've never seen a 2-star wolf during the day. On the map, you could see that I had marked where the pits were, as well as where the wolf spawns are located. So we're going to go search for one.
There's a 2-star right in the golem. Golem's dead. Alright, they're going to go first. Trap, follow, A.
Once you have the wolf chasing you, it's very important now that you need to run to wherever your trap is located. And again, it's a good idea to have those marked on the map. We have dug several pits all around the map, so that's where we're going right now, is to one of our pit traps. And once you get to the trap itself, you need to get inside of it. Please make sure that you have enough stamina to get back out. And when you're in the trap, the wolf is going to try to get to you, and you're going to notice that it's going to fall in. And the wolf's trapped.
Alright, 2-stars in. Kill these other wolves.
And then go ahead and kill off any other unnecessary wolves. Keep in mind that they hunt in packs, so you're probably going to have a lot of company. The next thing that you need to do is immediately go to the trap and drop in any meat that you have, and this is why you need to come prepared ahead of time. I have 1 piece of meat on me, Tyrant has 19 on him.
I think we need to lose this one. When you crouch as well, you see the little eye icon.
Yeah.
When that starts squinting, it means the wolf can't really see you, but it's still looking for you. And then when it press the flat line, is all aggro completely. Sometimes they can see through terrain, so just keep moving around until you get a spot where it's oh, there he goes.
At this point, you should have lost the wolf's aggro. I've already gone and fed it 1 piece of meat, and Tyrant has gone ahead and fed it 19 pieces of meat. However, there's one very, very important thing that you guys need to understand when you are using this process to find yourself a 2-star wolf and taming a 2-star wolf. This wolf here will only eat at night, meaning that it can only tame at night, and there's a reason for that. In Valheim, as you all are aware, or if you're not, I'll let you know, there are certain creatures, there are certain spawns that happen more often at nighttime, and you have a far greater chance of getting more starred creatures to spawn. More difficult things, if you will, spawning. So that's why we were able to find a 2-star wolf easily at nighttime. But here's the thing, because this is a nighttime spawn, during the daytime it is going to want to despawn, and this is going to be a very big problem. As you guys can see, there's the yellow hearts right there, so you know that the wolf is taming. However, at this point, I should inform you all that you will not be leaving this wolf side until it is tamed. With that being said, be prepared to wait here for a very long time. It is going to take you 2 hours in real time to tame this wolf, and here's how we figured it out. On average, in Valheim, a day cycle and a night cycle is 30 minutes, 21 minutes for the day and 9 minutes for the night. And because the wolf will only tame at nighttime, we found out that a quarter of the taming process happens during one night cycle. So it equals out to 4 night cycles. And again, the wolf cannot be tamed during the day. And again, guys, do not leave the wolf side. That's why I mentioned to you guys at the beginning of the video to make sure that you are properly equipped to do this beforehand. And it's really nice to do this with a second player because, well, I could leave if I want, and because Tyrant's right here, he's in the vicinity of the wolf, and the wolf will not despawn. This can also be done solo, by the way. You don't have to do this with a partner, but I'm doing it with a partner just because it's a lot easier on me. Whatever you do, just don't leave it, even during the day, because, again, if you leave the wolf during the day, it will despawn. The reason why we are doing this method is because in the day cycle, we have only encountered a 1-star wolf, and we've been looking for a very long time. I can't tell you how many times we've gone out looking for a wolf and have been so disappointed. However, at nighttime, keep in mind that the spawns are far greater, and the difficulty of the enemies at night is also greater. This is why we're doing this method. It works. This is the first day cycle, and I just want to show you guys that the wolf will not tame during the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crouch and I'm going to walk into the pit to show you that the wolf will not tame. By the way, you don't see any of the yellow hearts above its head because it's not taming right now. And it says tameness 28% and it's hungry, even though there are pieces of meat there. And because it's hungry, that means it's not eating the food. It's not eating at all. And as I got out of the pit there, you can see that it's aggroed onto me. I was just showing you the taming progress right there, so I'm going to walk away until I lose the aggro. And because Tyrant's right there close by, it's not going to despawn. It wouldn't despawn anyway, going that far away as a solo player, so keep that in mind as well too when you're taming yours. It's approaching the second night right here, and you know it's nighttime when you hear that chime in-game like what we are hearing right now. And as you look down at the wolf, you're going to see the yellow hearts starting to appear now. Because it's nighttime, it's going to start taming again. So here is our second night, and it should be above about 50% on average, roughly. So let it tame up, and again, don't have its aggro because it will not eat when it has aggro on you. It is now the second day cycle, and I want to see how much the wolf has tamed since that previous night. So I'm going to crouch in here, I'm going to look at it, it says it's hungry, and it's tamed at 60%, so we're doing pretty good right now. The wolf has plenty of meat, you don't see any of the yellow hearts above its head because it's daytime, and it's not going to tame because it's a nighttime spawn. So let's get out of the trap and wait for it to become night again. It's nighttime again. And so now the wolf's going to tame, and again, we're going to see the yellow hearts. It's basically rinse and repeat at this point. So let's go ahead and skip forward a bit until we get to the last night cycle. This is our last night cycle. It's our 4th night cycle. You can see that it's taming with the yellow hearts. And here we go. Wolf has been tamed. At this point, you have yourself a 2-star wolf. Congratulations, you've done it. Now, here's the thing. Congratulations. And here we go. Wolf has been tamed. At this point, we get to the last night cycle. This is our last night cycle. It's our 4th night cycle. You can see that it's taming with the yellow hearts. And here we go. Wolf has been tamed. At this point, you have yourself a 2-star wolf. Congratulations, you've done it. Now, here's the thing. Don't take this wolf out just yet, and I'll explain why. Because you tamed this wolf at night, and it is a nighttime variant spawn, it actually can still despawn during the day, even though you have tamed it, and even though it is yours. So here's the thing, because we tamed this wolf halfway during the night, it is going to become daytime very soon. And this did happen to us once, We took the wolf out, and when it started to turn day, it ran off in the woods and despawned. There is a way to fix this, however, and it's going to involve that one wolf, that regular wolf that you tamed at the very beginning that I mentioned to you about. You are going to need to have a base extremely close by on the edge of the mountains that has your regular wolf in it. And what we have to do now, guys, is wait for a 5th night cycle. At the very beginning of this new 5th night cycle, we are going to get the wolf out of this pen. We are going to have it follow us, and we are going to take it to that hut. We are going to take it to that house. Because, again, if it happens to be during the day, the wolf will run off into the middle of the woods and despawn. The reason why you guys have that regular wolf in the base, and I'm going to show you where I am on the map, the regular wolf is actually inside that house right there that's called Portal. So we're going to take this 2-star wolf to that house where the regular wolf is, and to get this wolf fixed, we have to breed it with the regular wolf to get a 2-star puppy wolf. That 2-star baby wolf that we get off between this bugged 2-star parent and the normal wolf is going to be your final 2-star wolf. Here's the chime for the 5th night. We're grabbing our pickaxes and we're doing this as fast as we can here. And you need to do it because you can help each other out. You can see here that Tyrant's going ahead and shooting off creatures that are ahead of us. I'm going to have the wolf follow me, and we're going to get to our base as fast as possible. We've just arrived at the house. You can see the regular wolf inside, and the wolves do act a little bit finicky, so we are trying to push both of them inside of the house. Remember, guys, that even though you have that 2-star wolf, this is not your final one. It's still very much so bugged. It's still nighttime, as you guys can see. Because you have tamed a buggy 2-star wolf, this thing can only breed during the night as well, too, that we figured out. Now, as you guys know, normal wolves will tame during the day and during the night as long as they have meat. But because this is a bugged 2-star wolf, it actually will only eat during the night because it is a nighttime spawn. So we're going to throw the meat down and